Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Richie D here. Today we're going to get into a topic that I really like to talk about. So if you've been following the Richie D Rants website since I started, you'll know that a while back I posted an article called Seeking and Escaping Gaming. And for me that really just kind of detailed my personal preference why I choose to use video games as my escape. So in this video I just want to kind of give you, I want to expand upon that thought and just kind of give you more of a broader sense of why I do it and why other people do it as well. So video games, what makes this medium so special that make people want to jump into these worlds and jump into these characters' lives and zone out for hours on end and just immerse themselves in that experience? Now, for me, I would say it's just that variety and that just the vast array of what's available to us. You know, I can sit down and I can become a Viking adventurer in Skyrim, or you know, I can become Mario and I can go save a princess. And for me, you know, yeah, we all have our 9-to-5 day jobs and our personal lives, but sometimes you just want to sit back and you want to relax. And you just wanna not be yourself for a while, and whether that be reading a book or listening to an album or you know popping in Madden and playing. You know, I really think that every single person, no matter who you are, no matter what kind of things that you enjoy, you really need that type of escape so you can go. And I really think that it's healthy and that's something that every person should have and they really need. I mentioned earlier in the video that some people play video games so that they can not be themselves for a few hours and stop their lives and jump into that world for a few hours. And that's something that I think a lot of non-gamers don't understand. And personally for me, it's such a sacred thing and it's such a fun thing to be able to do that. And these people that don't play video games don't understand. You know, there's people out there that honestly just hate their lives and they hate going to work or they hate going to school and they hate themselves and they hate what they look like and everything about their life is horrible. But the minute they sit down and they grab their 360 controller or they grab their 3DS or their PS3 controller or they pop in an NES game, you know what, all those problems go away. And no matter what their problems are, you know, they're having fun. There's a big old smile on their face. And there's that one thing in their life that, you know, they hold sacred, they hold true, and they love doing it. And for me, that's what's so beautiful about video games, is that no matter what's wrong in your life, or what you don't like about your life, is that you can sit down and you can just forget that and you can just jump into that world, zone out, forget all your real life problems, whether it be for 15 minutes or if you're gonna marathon and play a whole weekend. You know, and I just think that that's something that a lot of people don't realize, that there are so many people out there that just hate everything about themselves and they hate their lives. And you know, they don't have very many friends, but when they hop on Xbox Live or when they hop on World of Warcraft or League of Legends, you know what, they have that friend base there and they have people that like them and care about them and that are interested in them and that want to talk to them. You know, there's kids in high school right now that are getting teased and bullied and they don't have friends in real life, and you know, that has to be horrible. I know that's horrible. I've seen kids when I was in high school, there were people like that, and you know, you have to feel horrible for them. But with video games, that gives them an option, that gives them an avenue to be social in a way that they wouldn't be. And I really just think that that's such an awesome thing. And I don't think that non-gamers really understand that. And you know, if you're not a gamer and you're watching this, I really think that that's something that you should take into consideration and really think about it, because I just think that that's probably, in my mind, it's the most beautiful thing about gaming. Another reason that a lot of people go into video games and play so long is just that sense of adventure and that sense of travel, and there's a lot of people that, you know, you can't afford to go across the states and across the country and overseas, but you know what, for $60, for $40, for $20, you know, you can pop in a video game and you can explore a world. You know, I hate to keep using Skyrim as an example, but for $60 now you can get the Legendary Edition, which gives you all DLC, and you can just hop in that world for hours and hours and hours. You know, I have hundreds of hours put into that game, and I'm still finding new things, and there's times where you just want to sit down to one end of the country there, and you just want to go, you can literally just walk from one end to the other, and for me, I think that's, no matter what world you're in, whether you're in the Legend of Zelda world, if you're in Skyrim, if you're in the Kanto region in Pokemon, no matter what, you know, there's so many different worlds that you can discover and that are living when you're in them, and they're real. And I just think that that's something that's so awesome about video games, is that, yeah, you know what, where you live might suck. You might be in the ghettos in Detroit or in Chicago, and there's people outside getting shot and dying, and you're worried that you wouldn't even want to go outside because something might happen to you. But you know what? You go in your room, you pop in a video game, and you don't have to worry about that for an hour, for 2 hours. You don't have to worry about something bad happening to you. You know, there's problems at home, there's problems with friends. You know, it doesn't matter, because, you know, when you're playing video games, your mind isn't focused on that, and you're really just focused on the task at hand. And you're just someone else. You know what? You're not Rich Drummond, the photojournalism student anymore. No. You're Mario, or you're Link, or you're Donkey Kong, or whatever. And for me, that's just something that's really, really awesome. So I want to say one last thing before I go, guys. And I briefly touched on this in my discrimination in the gaming community video. But if you're a non-gamer and you're watching this, I really want to urge you, if you're doing this, if you're making fun of someone who's a gamer, I really just urge you, just stop, guys. Because, yeah, there are those people that play video games just because they're fun, and just because, yeah, you know what, this is what I want to do. But like I said in this video, and I hope this video has opened your eyes, there's those people that play video games because it's something they can become, someone other than themselves, and someone greater than themselves, because they hate themselves, and they hate what they look like, they hate what they sound like, they hate how they feel inside when they're out in the normal world. And you know what? Video games is the one thing for them to do that makes them happy, and it's the only thing in their lives that they can go at one time and just become someone completely different. And you know, it doesn't matter if they're disabled, or if they're short, or if they're fat, or you know if they have a speech impediment. You know, just being able to go out and play these video games and become someone totally different without those things that are wrong with them, and to become someone very important. You know, they might not be the most important person out there. No one could care about them in the real world. But when they're playing Skyrim, you know, they're the greatest adventure that the world has ever seen. And I really just urge you guys, you know, before you make fun of someone because they're a gamer, or, you know, because they enjoy those nerdy things, I really, really, really just urge you guys to stop, and you know what, just don't do it, because you're not helping anyone, you're really not being funny, and it's really just hurting them and discouraging them from doing the one thing that they find enjoyable, and that's their escape. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, leave your comments down in the comment section, and yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys.